Thursday evening, live in the studio. We had a special young lady go by the name of Kris McDonald, IFBB Pro Bodybuilder.
Woo.
Yeah, how you doing?
I'm good. I'm good.
That's
Thanks
good.
for having me.
You're more than welcome. Bodybuilder in the house. Yeah. But I'm glad you came down, and I tried to get her on the show before. You know,
You did. What was it, a couple years ago?
yeah, yep,
Yes.
a couple years ago.
And I'm finally here.
Mm-hmm. But I know you're busy, because I know I'm constantly busy, so I do know how it goes.
Yes.
Shuffling everything around and how you digging this weather?
I'm loving it right now. Yes, we've been having some decent weather.
And I think that was the last snowfall. Hopefully, knock on wood.
Well, no, they say we might get a little snow next week.
Really?
Yeah, a little
Oh,
snow
come
next
on.
week.
A lot?
I don't think so.
No.
I just know we get some. You know the weather. They're wrong sometimes. You get a little.
I hope it bypasses.
That would be great.
Yeah.
That would be great.
I think so, but you know what? We just about out of the clear. We out of the clear.
We're almost in April.
We made that hump, so now we just the easy slide. Now going down here, we climbed that mountain already.
Although we have had snow in April, so let's not get too heavy. It can happen.
Because I know we hit it late March before, and it was a blizzard.
I
Late
remember.
March before, yeah.
Yeah, I remember.
Ooh-wee. That's what they say, blast from the past. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Can't go back, can't go wrong with water. Thank you.
If you're a true water drinker, you know what you like. It's all different.
Man, you know what? Water's already good, but have a nice salad, eat that salad, and drink some water. Ooh, man, it's so refreshing, so good.
Yes.
I know people always talk, boy, you always talking about food. Yeah, 'cause I love food. I love to eat. I love to eat. I grew up as a vegetarian.
Oh, wow.
But started eating chicken. I was so used to just being, eating vegetarian, just being a vegetarian. And I remember my parents had brought chicken in the house, and I was kind of scared to eat it at the time.
And how old were you?
I was a little bitty. I was
Little
still little
child, okay.
Yeah. But that's all. We just did that and vegetarian. But when they mixed it, like, what is that? And I'm like, shoot, can't tell me nothing now, boy. I love some chicken.
The most eaten meat out here, chicken.
And steak.
We always grew up on meat, so it's always been in my diet, always. I don't like people who don't eat meat, but I eat meat as a source of my protein.
Yeah, you can't tell me nothing else. I taste some meat. I tell you, I'm a T-Rex. T-Rex love meat.
I like a good burger now. A good burger.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I don't eat a lot of steak. Every now and then, that tastes for steak. But a burger.
That's one of my favorite steak.
Steak.
Yeah.
Okay. What cut?
Any. I don't care.
Cut? Okay.
All this steak.
Any cut?
But I do love some prime rib.
Okay. Prime rib is good.
Yeah.
Prime rib is good.
And that's one of the tenderest cuts.
And filet.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, it's if you don't like, because it's a thick piece of meat, and if you don't butterfly it, and if you overcook it, it can be really dry and it shrinks. So you have to butterfly it if you're that person that likes it cooked medium well or well. But if you don't like it, cooked, you like it cooked the way it is, you're gonna have a lot of pink in the middle because the meat is comes like that. You cook it well done, it's gonna look like a rock. But that's a great piece of meat.
But is it the one that thick?
It's thick.
That thick one? Okay.
Yes, it's thick and small, but you, like I said, if you butterfly it and cook it how you like it, it's still a tender piece
I'm
of meat.
about to say, don't bring me no little steak to the table no bigger than a cell phone. What that's gonna do? You know?
Yeah.
Now, me and my buddies used to ride down to Amish country, Middlefield, Ohio.
Okay, I've heard of it.
Ooh, wait. When I say they got some good food down there, good steak. Now you know how big a plate is.
Mm-hmm.
That steak be that big and round and thick,
I couldn't even fathom eating that.
and that steak be so tender that you can just like hot knife through butter. Oh, so good, man. They give you so much food and
I wonder where they get their meat from. Like an Amish country?
well, they slaughter their own. It don't sit in stores or nothing like that.
Yes.
It don't get processed or that stuff sprayed on. None of that stuff.
Yes.
So everything is so fresh.
Yes. Yeah, we were just talking about that today. Some coworkers and I were talking about, starting to buy your meat, from a butcher or those farms.
Yeah, I got a few buddies. They split like they go and get a butcher and they split a whole cow.
Mm-hmm.
I know it costs them.
Yeah.
But it's worth it though.
Yeah, I know. A friend of mine does that. Yeah, he gets with a group of people and they buy a whole cow and they split it. Yeah.
Maybe I need to get on.
Exactly. That's what I told him. I said I need to get in. So I can give me some of that cow.
Heck yeah. And I got a buddy. Him and his father used to go out and fish. They got a big old boat. They go way, way out. They catch all their fish. Okay. They gut it out there, throw the stuff back in the ocean, and bring it in. And this is the first time I heard about they cut the jaws out of the fish, and I seen it because it looked like little tender nuggets or something, little chicken nuggets. And I was like, what is that? And that's when he got to explain it, the jaws, because they said the jaws is all the meat and it's tender.
From a fish?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's part of the fish though, but it's good.
I never knew that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. But let's get in on your bodybuilding. But like I say, I used to compete too. But when did you start bodybuilding? First of all, how old was you when you started working out?
I started working out in my late 40s.
Really?
Yes. Late 40s.
That's what's up.
Late 40s. If I'm calculating this right, it was 2007. So no, 37.
Say somewhere in there.
Somewhere in there. Maybe late 30s, early 40s. Somewhere in there. I want to get this right. So people, like, okay, her mathing ain't mathing. But I want to say it was 2007 is when I started this journey. Yeah. Late in life, And the reason why I started, let's back up a little bit though. I've always wanted to get into bodybuilding. Didn't know how, but I was in my 20s because I would get the muscle and fitness magazines. I just loved how I love muscle. You know what I mean? I think it's it looks good on a woman. You know what I mean? And muscle, which a lot of women don't know, it shapes your body.
It does.
It gives you a shape. But I always love muscle. So fast forward. I was in my 30s, 40s, something like that. I had got ill. When I say that, I was having really tremendous headaches, not feeling well. So I ended up going to the doctor, and they told me I had high blood pressure, I had hypertension. And I was in denial. You know, they put me on this medication, and I'm like, yeah, I don't have high blood pressure. You know, I'm healthy. You know, which I wasn't. You know, I ate what I wanted to eat. You know what I mean? My diet just it consisted of everything bad. I had stacks of Pepsi in my corner. You know, eating pasta. You know, bread. I love bread. You know, so um, had high blood pressure. So I wasn't taking the medication that they put me on because I was in denial. One particular time it put me in the hospital. You know, wasn't there long, but it put me in the hospital to where my blood pressure was tremendously high. You know, I was feeling it in my chest. You know, and that wasn't good. From that point on, I started taking my medication like I should, and I changed my diet on my own. You know, um, I, I went cold turkey. I got rid of Pepsi. I stopped eating the pasta and
so
it's so good. And I stopped eating the bread and everything. And I lost some weight. I lost one on my own. I had to start going to the gym up in Severance. What was it called?
That was living Severance.
There was a gym in Severance.
I know you're talking about because I've been there.
Yeah. So I was there for a minute, right? So I lost the weight and everything. Then I kind of started gaining it back, but I didn't look anything like I did prior to, right? So I said, I wanted to box. I love boxing. I think that's the sexy sport for a woman too. I love boxing. So I started Googling, someone that can teach me boxing. So there's this gentleman, his name kept popping up. I can say names, right? I can say names.
Yeah.
His name was DeForest.
Okay.
DeForest Hart. So I called him, got with him, and he was working out of King's Gym. And so he started training me. And for those that don't know, King's Gym is a bodybuilding gym. And so in that gym, there's posters that they hang around for shows in the area, out of state, and whatnot. And so pretty much local, kind of Ohio.
Yeah.
And so I would go in, work out twice a week with DeForest, and every day I would look at this poster. I'm like, I want to do that. And he laughed. Said it again. I'm like, I want to do that. He's like, are you serious? He's like, look at me in my eye. I said, yeah, I'm serious. So from there, started training, But he was just a trainer, you know what I'm saying? So everything was trial and error for both of us, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's a difference between a coach and a trainer, you know what I mean? So long or short is I competed my first show. Back up, I started training with him in 2014. And so in 2015 is when I did my first show. Needless to say, I did win,
Nice. Congratulations.
Yes, I did win. And that's how it kind of started. And then I did 2 more shows in that same year in 2015. So I did 3 shows and did well in all of them. Then I took 3-year break. I didn't compete, no, maybe 2 to 3 years. I didn't compete again until I think 2017, 2018. And let's back up again. When I competed as a bikini competitor. Person, I'm not pretty, and there's different posing for each category, So I did get judges' feedback after I did compete, and they, had told me, I carry a little bit too much muscle for bikini. So I moved up a division, which is called figure. Posing is different. It's not so dainty. There's more muscle, and so in 2017, that's when I competed as a figure competitor.
Nice.
Yes. The very first show I did not place at all. I went on a national stage where you're going up against some really, big women.
National qualifier.
Yes, national qualifier stage, because this coach that I had started coaching me, he, he put me on this stage, and everything still was trial and error. That was my first figure show, and those ladies were amazing looking. I didn't come close to doing
But
well,
you did it,
but
though.
I did it, and I know what it felt like to lose because the 3 shows I had prior to killed it, won them all.
That made you go hit it harder.
Yes,
real
hit it hard. So then I took another. No, I did another show that same year in Kent, and that was I think I placed second in that show. Yeah, and then didn't compete for another 3 years. A friend of mine that was a bodybuilder, she started coaching me, and she knew I wanted my pro card, so she started coaching me. And let me tell you, that was the most hardest prep that I have ever done. But
I bet.
But prior to that, all of this has taught me discipline. You know what I mean? And so if you don't have discipline, it's very difficult to do. Yeah, bodybuilding is a very individual sport. You do have to have the mindset for it. And it's very costly.
Yeah.
Very, very costly. That's the one sport that the individual has to pay for everything.
Entries, fees,
travels,
everything.
your suits,
Unless
your hair.
Unless you got a sponsor.
Unless you have a sponsor, and it's very hard to get sponsors.
I had a sponsor when I was 18.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it didn't pan out too long. But I did have a sponsor for a minute.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you have to endorse certain things, their products, and things like that. Yeah. So I actually was on prep with her, and we were going to a big stage also because I was going for my pro card. So I did a kind of a warm-up show, and then the next show, that's when I got my pro card, which was in 2019. But I was on prep for 10 months, 11 months. It was very long. Yeah, a prep shouldn't be no more than 20 weeks, good
Something
so
like
far.
that, yeah.
But I was, I was carrying some body fat, so I had to lose. We had to gain muscle. We had to lose fat. So it was, a cycle we had to go through.
There's so much tricks to that too.
Yes. Yeah.
And that's when asparagus come in at.
Asparagus, I hate asparagus.
I know.
Yeah, and different coaches put you on give you different food. Now, my first coach, when I did figure, he had me eating a lot of asparagus and broccoli, and he the one that coached me as a figure competitor. And when I got with my friend, she never gave me broccoli. She didn't give me asparagus.
Because a lot of them like to do that, like keeping, and that just to keep you balanced when you do want to compete, because it keeps the asparagus draw that water, draw that water out, so.
Yeah. And it makes your urine smells too. Yeah. But asparagus, I'm not a big fan of asparagus.
Yeah.
I started eating a lot of broccoli, and broccoli can bloat you. It can bloat you. But you do eat a lot of vegetable spinach.
I love spinach.
Balanced protein and fats. So, but yeah. So 2019 was the year that I was going for it, and I did. I went out there and had a lot of doubt, because I was that type of person that didn't have a lot of confidence in myself, but it was something that I wanted to do. I got out there and did it, and what I seen from when I did it, people were just amazed at how I look. I got a lot of support, social media support, my family. But yeah, it was great. It was a great year.
Nice.
So that was almost 3 years ago, 2021. Yeah.
Yep.
So 3 years ago. So I haven't competed since. But I do live a lifestyle of clean eating.
It shows.
Which we all should be doing. Clean eating, you know. Your body will thank you, the older you get,
yeah,
you know.
I need to be, boy. I'm trying to get it back, boy.
You will. You will. You will.
Slowly but surely.
Yeah, yeah. It's awesome.
But I'm done with the competing stuff, though. I'm done. Because I used to bodybuild and powerlift. And I was better off in powerlifting. Because I love to eat. I love to eat.
And that would be, powerlifting, you going for PRs.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's no trying to look a certain way. You're going for PR.
Yeah.
Now, bodybuilding, you going for a look.
Yep.
Yeah.
But I love throwing that. I always love throwing that heavy weight around. You know, so
yes.
I said, okay, powerlifting is better for me because I ain't gotta watch my weight like
like
you
that.
bodybuilding.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
less politics.
Yes.
All kind of stuff, man. And I was training in a few different places. You know, like I trained out at Piles before when I was a teenager.
I remember.
Yep,
I remember
131st over there.
Yes.
Then when I got the sponsor, I started training at Black Self World.
Okay, I've never heard of it.
John Black. That's where all the wrestlers, everybody came to. When they come to Cleveland, they go to Black Self World.
Okay.
So you see Hulk Hogan, everybody walking around there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then do you remember Living Wells? It used to be over there by the Randall Mall off of Emory.
Yes.
Yeah, I used to train there when they was over. I used to train people there and.
Oh, so you've been around.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Because I remember they changed the name. It was Scandinavian. Then they changed the name to Scandinavian Lady. Then they changed it to Living Wells.
I do remember that name.
Yeah.
But I wasn't into that fitness and all that back then.
Yeah, I was getting it in, you know. And I've been to Kelly's.
Okay, never heard of.
Yeah.
That was a gym.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I've never heard of Kelly's.
It was off of for Lakeshore.
Okay.
180 something Lakeshore. They was open 24 hours.
Okay, I'm not too familiar with that side of town. Okay.
But then I used to train at there was a gym on St. Clair back in the day, back in the 80s.
Okay.
80s and early 90s. It was called Boneheads Gym.
Okay. You've been around.
Yeah. Yep.
You've been around. So you started very early.
Powerhouse. He had North Coast. He had all. But yeah, I've been around.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. I started late in life, as I mentioned before. Yeah. So, never too late though.
Yeah.
You know.
But when I was bodybuilding though, it is important to talk to the judge. If you don't talk to them judges, you ain't gonna know. They gonna tell you.
Yeah. Because you want to know what they're looking for. So next time you get back in front of them, you know, you want to have a different look.
Yeah, they tell you what to work on. You know, and that's tough being a judge. Because I'm like, how in the world you see these people look? Oh, man.
Yeah. And you think, you know, when you getting up in front of a judge with other people, it's like they're comparing you to the best, you know. But when you singling yourself out, just say for instance, I'm in the gym working out, I'm posting pictures saying, oh, she look good, she gonna win. Yeah, you don't know that. Because I gotta go up against, you know, a whole lot of other people, you know what I mean? So it's they're looking for a certain look.
I remember.
Get in front of those judges. Yeah.
I remember them butterflies. Oh, them butterflies,
absolutely.
man.
Absolutely.
Ooh.
You're posing, you shaking, you know. So I've been there.
And I used to love the pose down. You know, everybody jumping in front of you, everybody, you know.
That is my favorite division in bodybuilding, the men's bodybuilding. That's my favorite.
Oh, that's what's going down. It's going down right there.
Yes, because just back in November, I went to the Olympia as a spectator. And I'm always running. I want to see the men's bodybuilding. Men's bodybuilding. It's the best. That music going, that pose down. you gotta be in the building.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, you gotta know to know, you know. So
Yeah, I was a real good poser, you know,
okay.
back then. You know, man, picking the right songs is important.
Hmm.
You know, I did a mixed pair competition too, one time.
With the female,
Hmm.
is that okay?
Yep.
I knew that was a thing back in the day.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah. I don't even think they do that no more.
No, they don't do that
Yeah,
anymore.
but that's when I was my era, you
Okay,
know. And,
okay.
but yeah, I did that, and I only did a teenage competition. Mm, once,
Once.
once. My first competition, I was a teenager, but I went against grown men. I took a fifth place. My first
Wow.
competition, yeah.
I thought you had to be
It was called
an adult.
novice.
Novice is was the
Hmm.
very first time, but I
Yep.
thought you still had to be over a certain age back then. I don't know, to compete.
I know I was competing against grown men.
Oh wow, yeah.
Yeah, my first well, not my first, but that teenage competition that I was in,
Mm.
I could have won that. So prejudging, the judges was like, okay, because I had talked to him, you
Mm.
know. The finals, I'm gonna tell you what I did, because I was so hungry, I was so hungry.
So you made it to the finals,
Mm-hmm.
top five, correct?
Yep.
Okay.
I was starving, and the lady, I don't know, she's an old school pro bodybuilder, Rachel Miklish, if I'm saying that name right, but she was a guest poser there.
Okay.
But no, it was Gladius Portuguese.
His name sounds familiar.
Yeah, that was John Claude Van Damme's wife
Okay.
at the time. Yeah,
Okay.
so she was a she was a bodybuilder, pro body, but yeah, at the time. So and you know you can't drink nothing because you go to, you know. So what I did, I went to Wendy's. I ain't getting no food. Now I went to Wendy's and went to the salad bar. I just got some like fruit,
Okay.
grapes, and you know stuff like that for the thirst and everything. I'm telling you, when I came back, they was like, "What did you do?"
It was the sugar.
Man, looked phenomenal.
The sugar, it makes you vascular, more vascular.
They was like, "What did you do?" But
Yeah.
they already did the points and stuff already,
Hmm.
you know. And I was like, "Oh
But
man."
that's okay though. I mean, because sometimes, I mean, you could go at finals, it could go either way. You know what I mean? Sometimes
Hmm.
it could go either way. You at prejudging, you may take second. Finals, they might switch it around.
Yeah,
You know
yeah,
what I mean?
yeah.
So it can happen. And you saying that you had that fruit because it has sugar in it. So now that's what we do now. You know, backstage you eating on like some you know, Sour Patch Kids, something that's sweet and tart. You know, to make you vascular.
Hmm.
Hmm. So it does help.
Um, you know what they used to do with my era to make you vascular, and they stopped that because people was getting too out of hand.
Mm.
They used to take a little bitty bottle of whiskey.
No, they do it now. Well, it's not. I would say wine.
One,
You
it,
can do
it
that.
was one
Mhm.
man, and I'm like, and all you
Yeah.
know, make it,
Mhm.
but some people was getting too out of hand,
Okay.
so they stopped it for a while.
Okay. Okay.
'Cause-
Even chocolate, you know,
Mhm.
pop a Reese cup, you know, before you get on stage, something that'll help you.
And for energy, and I don't know if they're still doing that. Pure honey. You take a tablespoon, tea or a tablespoon of pure honey, just one.
Mhm. There's all tricks. There's a lot of
Yeah,
tricks
a lot
to
of tricks.
get, you know, because everybody's body don't respond the same way.
Mhm.
So
Cause you'll fall out. You're weak.
yeah,
All that,
you
all that
need something. Yeah.
dieting and
Mhm.
but people don't know. That's real dangerous though.
It is.
It's dangerous,
Mhm.
but
Because a lot of us, you know, get our body fat gets so low, you know, and it can affect your kidneys and things like that. Yeah.
And that's the danger part
That's
of
the
it,
danger part
yeah.
of it. Yes.
And that's why, they get so weak. You get to shaking and just.
And you pretty much dehydrated. Yeah.
And you starving. And see, that's why that little sugar stuff or the honey coming in. And after the show, once you go home or stop after the show, period, man, you gonna pig out. Like you ain't never ate in your life before.
And that's a dangerous thing too. So I've done that twice. I ate.
You be feeding it, just stuffing everything in your mouth.
My body was just like, keep feeding, and then I swelled up so bad.
Like, get in my belly.
Yeah, my legs was retaining so much water. They were huge. They were huge. So I put myself in the danger zone with that too, because you can have a lot of complications with that. You know what I mean? Because you're not easing into it. You just going in eating all the carbs, because your body wants all that carbs and all the sugar. Because you haven't had it.
Yeah, it's yearning for it. Yeah.
So your body was craving for it. So I did that a couple times, and I didn't feel well at all. I had to drink a couple gallons of water to flush me out. I had to elevate my feet because they were swollen. I mean, looked like the clumps. Oh yeah. Wow. So those were really dangerous. But yeah. So, but bodybuilding, I love bodybuilding. Love it. Yeah.
Man, and don't you feel like this sometimes? Like, okay, I just say you go to a show. Whether you've been training for it or not, you just sit in the audience. And when that music come on, you see them come out on stage and they just be, especially the pose down, like you say. The vision I get in my head, I just want to like run, like if I'm sitting in the audience, you got the little aisle, I just want to just run down and snatch my clothes off and run around and jump on stage and start posing, That's
if I'm in shape, yes, but if I'm not in shape, no. I always, when I go to a show as a spectator, I have the itch to want to compete, Yeah, I've been to a couple shows as a spectator just recently, and I'm like, boy, I want to compete. But you got to compete when it's feasible for you. You know what I mean? Because it is it's very expensive. You don't have the income to. Yeah, it's a little difficult.
When I say you be everywhere, and them entry fees ain't cheap.
Oh no! Oh, they're even worse because how the economy has changed. So everything is 30-40% more than what it was before COVID.
Then. First of all, it costs to eat healthy. It costs to eat right. Yes. It costs. And you training all this time and trying to eat like that.
It's you're at the grocery store at least 2 or 3 times a week because you're eating so much food. A lot of people get that misconception that, we don't eat. Oh no, we eat. We eat. No, y'all eat rabbit food. No, we eat food. We eat regular food. We eat more in a day than a regular person. You know what I mean? You just eat one huge meal one time, and we eat like every 2 hours or every 2 to 3 hours. We're eating, but it's good. It's clean food, so.
And it's not like huge,
right.
But it's
everything is proportional.
Moderation,
Everything is proportional. Usually, it's 4 ounces of, some protein, some veggies, some fats, so everything is measured out, and I still measure my food out. So.
I need to prep.
Yeah, I prep. Even though I'm not competing, I do prep my food. I take my food to work every day, because it keeps you from eating bad.
So, are you ever going to compete again, or?
Yes, I would love to compete again. It's still on the forefront. Yeah, I actually was going to compete this year, but I pulled out. Yes, I pulled out. And had some other pressing things that I needed to take care of, so I did not.
I know my buddy Rico. He done retired so many times, and I just talked to Rico on the phone 2 days ago.
Shout out to Rico. Hey, Rico.
Yeah, Shout out to you, Rico. I just talked to him a couple of days ago on the phone. He was just leaving the gym. And he was like, man, I'm going to compete again. He said, I can't quit. I don't know what it is. I just can't. I said, I understand.
Listen, he has a passion for it. So keep doing it. If that's your passion, do it. Do it, you know. I see him go through his preps because we go to the same gym. So he's always covered up, so you never know what he look like. And that's that thing, you know.
I know.
You can't get it people, you know what I'm saying? You can't let them see what you look like. You know, let them see what you look like when you step on stage.
And he looked totally different when he got his shirt and stuff on. I mean, I've been knowing him since we was young.
Okay. I just met Rico a few years ago.
Okay. So he got good genetics. He's always been shredded like that. Always had been. Some people just got it. Yeah. You know? Yeah. And see, that's another thing. You got to be true to yourself. If you know you ain't got it, because genetics do have a lot to do with it.
Genetics has a lot to do with it. Because I do know people that have stepped on stage and
shouldn't have been.
They shouldn't have been on stage, you know. But you know, and I can't say, oh, you know, they shouldn't have. But you know, that was a goal of theirs to do. So who am I to say don't? You know, you know. But once you get up there and learn that sport, it ain't just a thing that I just want to do because it costs a, you know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But genetics has a lot to do with it.
And see, I was one of the people. My genetics wasn't. I had to die. I had to work 10 times harder because of I didn't have that shredded kind of genetics like that.
Okay.
You know, so I had to diet extra, work extra harder to see anything come out. You know, so at least I knew that.
Yes.
You know, and I didn't stay with it very long. I would say through my teens and early 20s.
Okay.
And that's when I switched over to powerlifting. So I was in my 30s, my last powerlifting competition, because like a knucklehead, I knew better, you know, because you're supposed to warm up and everything. You know, I thought about it, you know, how you say, preaching to the choir.
Right.
Practice what you preach, put it that way. So I come in the gym, and we was all that boneheads, me, Rico, all of it. So I come there, they already there, and you know that they had a sound system in there, and you know, got that good pumping iron music going on, and they fired up in there, they hitting the bench, you know what I'm saying? So I come in, I'm like, yeah, and I'm already, you know, you're strong, you know, and everything. So I'm like, I come in now, you're supposed to warm up. We all know that.
Right.
So the ones that don't know that, you know, you're supposed to warm up. They got 315 on the bench. I just walked in off the street, climb under there, boom, because I was the type. I used to throw that around like nothing, you know. 315 on about 10 to 12 reps on the flat bench. I did 315 this was all the time. Okay. On an incline for like 15, 20 reps. Then I go to the heavy 100-pound dumbbells, do them. Then I took the dip, put the chain on, had 345 plate. I was a beast back then. But see, all that's how I tore my rotator cuffs, both of them. And okay, let's just say I'm doing that, but we all know you're supposed to do that low reps. You know, I was doing high reps like it was lightweight.
High reps with a lot of weight,
Yeah, that was bad. Yeah. And I didn't feel it when it happened. I felt it the next day though. Okay. And I remember going to this competition. I did 505. I got it tatted. Got it tatted.
Okay.
505.
That was a PR.
Huh?
That was your personal best.
Yeah. That was my this was a bench competition. You had you had to take it off the bar. Again, you had to hold it till he said press. Then you know, gotta lay it. You can't ain't no bounce, ain't none of that. You gotta bring it down. Okay. And then you gotta wait till he say lift. Then you gotta lift it. Then you gotta hold it again until he say rack it. Then you rack it. Oh. And you know how you see some people benching, Your feet gotta stay flat on the floor. While you on that bench, your head gotta stay flat on the bench. Your back gotta stay flat on the bench. Your butt can't even come up. You know, I seen people lift their butt up trying to struggle because you got referee. You got one sitting over here. You got one sitting over here, and then you got one right here, and he like this, watching.
Oh, yeah,
That coach watch you any movement, man. But yeah, I got 505. I'm like, whoo.
See, I don't know the rules of powerlifting, but I have watched it before. And like I said, at King's Gym, they do have lifters, power lifters there. So, but all of it is, you know, I love all of it. I love all of it. You know, there's a lot of different areas of fitness and, you know, in that, you know, you have what, CrossFit and all that.
Oh, that CrossFit is.
Yeah.
You look like you can do CrossFit.
Maybe
That's
back in the 20s maybe, but that's a different level of training as well.
It is.
That's a lot of
I love watching
cardio.
that though.
Yes, it's a lot. Yeah.
And you know they be the women and the guys too. Some of them be like almost like acrobats because they be doing all the handstands and walking on their hands and just doing all kind of.
Yeah.
Man, that is amazing watching that. I remember it was a nurse from Cleveland was on that show before, and I think she won before.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
And I want to say she did. If I'm not mistaken, she did work at Cleveland Clinic. I don't know if you can pull that up. But
it might be around somewhere.
Yeah.
To look and see.
It was some years back.
Okay.
But I remember that. That stuck out right there, and I was like, yeah, okay, that's what's happening.
Right.
Man, that is something. So, do you remember the American Gladiators?
I do.
So I went out.
Big show then.
Yeah.
Back then.
So I went out for that too, and
Oh wow.
I made it, but I blew my knee out. But I do remember first coming in there though, because the tryouts was held downtown, that Tri-C.
Okay.
This was early 90. Yep.
Okay.
I want to say 1990. 89 or 90, one of them. And when you first come in, if you can't do pull-ups, goodbye. That's the first thing you had to do. Man, when I seen so many people couldn't do pull-ups, I was so shocked. I was like, and I mean, people look like they were so in shape, big old dudes too, man. I mean, like, look like they were pro body. Couldn't do pull-ups.
Yeah.
That's the first thing you had to do before you walk through the rest of the door.
Wow. You couldn't even go through the rest of the
No,
training.
that was the first thing.
Wow.
And so I went through all the tasks and everything, and then the last thing we had to do, race. We had to race, and I was good. I was born athlete. You know, I was good in all kind of sports. So I played, you know, and so we had to do a relay race, man, and I'm fast. But it wasn't enough distance though.
It was a short distance.
Yeah, and that mind doing, man, I build that speed up, and then here come that wall. I can't stop, I tried. I hit that wall, but that knee came on
right
up.
Into it.
Bow!
Had to withdraw.
And what I did, I didn't drive down there because I knew how traffic was gonna be. Went nowhere to park, this and that, and I ain't trying to get my car towed. And I caught the bus, which I don't get on the bus for now. I don't like buses, you know. But I got on the bus. This was in the summertime, of course. Man, I had to go back home like that on the bus.
Busted knee.
I had to tie, because I had another shirt, I had to tie it tight, walking around like that.
Pressure.
Man,
yeah.
people was looking all crazy, looking at me. I'm getting on the, you know. But I was top-notch shape, though, back then. I mean, I was.
So you couldn't finish
I
the
couldn't
show.
finish. I blew that knee out.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, you done a lot of sport activities.
Mm-hmm.
A lot.
Yeah, I was training for big time wrestling with Hulk Hogan and them and everything.
Get out.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's how I learned certain things, and Learn what a greenie is. You know, if anybody watching, they know what it is. A greenie. You know.
Okay, I'm not too familiar with that.
Yeah, that's you first come into wrestling and everything. And certain handshakes and everything. They know if you're a greenie. Everything that you do, they know if you're a greenie or not.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Learn how to hit the top rope, slam, grinder, and you either wear a mouthpiece like you playing football. Basically, you really do, or clench your teeth together, because if you just got just normal, just your mouth closed,
Mm-hmm.
and you hit that springboard, because that's a springboard that you're on. That's
In the ring.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You can jar and crush and break your teeth.
You could do some damage.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you want your teeth.
So it's all kind of little tricks to the trade.
Okay. Okay. So you've been around. That's awesome.
But that knee was building up because I heard it as well playing football. Cause I did sports all my life really, and playing football for John Adams.
Okay.
I'm a rebel.
Okay.
And this knee took some licking, man. I'm telling you.
Wow. I know you mentioned rotator cuffs.
Mm-hmm.
So I had a surgery on my right shoulder as well.
See, I didn't have no surgery on mine. Mine just, and they still jacked up to this day.
Yeah, I've had, I was still, wanting to compete. I'm like, I can't do anything with this shoulder, and that all for me came from not properly warming up, not properly lifting correctly, so that's how I damaged my shoulder.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know for a whole year, I couldn't do no upper body, nothing. And then, now, keep in mind, both shoulders. So I had to do this to lift my arm.
Yep. Uh-huh.
Oh, it was just, you feel like
same thing. I did the same thing too with this right arm. I'm like, this is no fun.
And
this
I couldn't even.
No fun.
And when I was coming back, I couldn't even bench the bar. The bar 45 pounds. I couldn't even bench that at all because it hurt so.
It hurt so bad.
And I still struggle.
Yeah.
I had got back up to 315, but I'm like, man, no. Because then after all that just happened just recently, I was in the hospital and everything came back. I'm done. I'm done to all that heavy stuff. And
yeah, and I was just going to say that. Same here, and then just, a lot of people when they ask me, especially I get this from the guys, how much you bench, and I'll tell them I bench a 45-pound bar. That's what they like. No, get out of here. Yeah, I don't lift for strength. I'm a female. I don't want to look like a man. But I lift to shape my body in a certain way. And so I don't have to lift a lot of weight. So I get that all the time. How much you bench?
As long as you feeling it, it's working regardless.
You don't
get that blood flow.
Yeah, I see a lot of people lifting and they lifting incorrectly. And not working the muscle they should be working. So, and I always want to go over and tell them, you may want to do it this way.
Yeah, people get offended. And
yeah, you get people that get offended. So, but it is what it is.
But I was, man, when I say I had got so big though, but I was proportioned, just right, I was doing stuff that people say you can't do, you ain't supposed to do. I was squatting almost every other day. I was benching almost every other day. That was my main thing I loved to do.
The bench.
And I'm like, I was so huge though I couldn't wear clothes. I couldn't even wear jeans.
No, that's a thing in the bodybuilding industry. A lot of women can't wear jeans because the legs are too muscular.
Yeah.
And shirts, your back is too wide.
Neck, shoulders,
everything
all that.
Everything is just too,
So it was like, between that post right here, and this, that's the smallest I ever been.
Okay.
And I'm like, when I messed my rotator cuffs up, that's when I was starting going downhill. Then when I had, and the only operation I had was that ACL. That ACL, I really went downhill.
Okay.
So I just go in the gym and just goof around, just maintain what I have left. But I tell these newcomers, you know, the young ones and everything, I say, you know, I like what y'all doing, y'all in here, but I'm gonna pass the torch to you guys. You know, I say keep that torch lit, and then when you get older and blah 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 blah, all that, pass the torch to somebody else.
Exactly.
Because I love seeing that.
Right. It's a good feeling.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
pass
a good
that
feeling.
torch down.
Because I'm like, shoot, you guys remind me of me when I was y'all age. You know, they all coming in lifting and heavy, and I was like, yeah, that's. But keep it up, because I hate to see people do that, looking good, you know, they working out hard, and then they just stop. I'm like, what? Why?
Yeah.
You know, and I'm like, man, this you know, the dedication to that, you know, it's discipline.
It's
you know,
what it is.
mind, body, and soul.
Yep, it's discipline.
And then it's an outlet. And then you never know what people be going through. That helps them.
It helps.
Because it takes everything off your mind when you're working out. And some people don't understand why they got mirrors up. You know, let me concede that. No, it ain't about that. When you see results, that makes you go even harder.
It becomes addictive.
Yeah.
Very addictive. I will say when I first started and I started seeing results, I couldn't believe that my body did that. You know what I mean? I'm like, wait, I never looked like this before. And I was hungry. I wanted more and more of the gym, you know, and that was my life, just the gym.
Yep,
I didn't do anything else.
They call this gym rats.
Yeah.
I want to love to be in the gym. Gym rats.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, no, I can't do this. I can't do that. I'm going to the gym. So there was no balance there for me. This is all about the gym.
And like when I was dieting, and then I see a lot of people got, you know, they 6-pack, you know, 3 on one side, 3 on the other side. I have 4 going down each side. I was like, oh man, this is, you know, but now I'm old now.
You know, it's the genetics too, right? You know, it's the genetics.
Yeah,
you know? Some people got maybe 3 packs, you know. Some got 4.
Yeah, I have 4. I'm like, whoa. And it wasn't that uneven. You know, some people's be all uneven. Most
kind of looked like an action figure, right?
Yeah, my ass was going down. Just right across from each other, all the way down. I was like, ooh.
Okay.
I think I'm talking about it, making me want to get there, you know. Because I used to do,
you know, they have that division now.
Oh, Masters? No.
They had, well, you know, that's why I compete in all the time. I compete in Masters. But, you know, that will be my very first pick, Masters.
You know who's trying to get me back on stage?
Who?
Mike. Big Mike.
Yeah, you guys are about the same
age, right? Yeah.
Well,
I'm much older than Mike, but
is he still competing?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay.
He just competed once too long ago. He came back from Australia.
Okay.
That they had that Olympia out there.
Okay.
The Masters Olympia.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did just have a Masters Olympia. I'm just don't remember where it was.
Yeah, it was in Australia.
But yeah, you know, people come out of retirement all the time now just to see, you know, because they've always had the love for it. You know what I mean? I think I always had the love for it. You know.
No. Oh, sorry about that.
No, it's okay.
I got that wrong. It wasn't Australia. It was doggone it, it just on the tip of my tongue. I'm trying to
But it was Masters, right?
Yeah. It was Masters.
Okay.
I'm trying to get this right. Romania. That's where it was.
You're right. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So he competed in Romania?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah, because they just, if I'm correct, they just brought that back. Just Masters, you know, just this year. Last year.
And that's what I would be in.
Yeah.
Walking on stage in my cane posing.
But you know, they do have master divisions at some shows, a lot of shows.
Yeah.
They have that. Yeah. And so that's what I would jump in, Masters first. And then closer to the show or even check-in day, I would add open. You know what I mean? Just just give myself another shot, you know. But I'm, you know, masters is what I'm going for, you know. And when I competed last time I competed, that's what I did the same thing. And then I said, oh, I'm gonna jump in open to see, you know. I went up against some younger female, and I took fifth in open, you know. So I didn't do too bad.
You like me, took a fifth.
Yeah,
you know?
I took a fifth,
But
I did win like my pro card that same day, but I jumped in open and just took fifth. Yeah.
And like I say, man, them butterflies did not feel good. I still remember that feeling. And after you come, you know, after you done, you go behind the curtains and everything, the person out there doing their little thing. And while they doing that, man, I go back there and just sit, and I'm like, still got them butterflies. And I'm like, man, I didn't come this far, come all the way down here to leave back with nothing. I'm placing. I better place, you know.
That's the goal, right?
Yeah. And sure enough, I place. Every time I'm like, yes.
Yeah, that's the goal.
You know, I'm like, and so in my head, I get it like, you know, you gotta psych yourself out, you know. Like they all came to see me. And that's how you gotta be. Yeah. Especially that pose down. That pose, like everybody jumping in front of each other and doing the most musculars, shaking the leg, thigh, you know, flexing it. And
Oh yeah.
Double bicep, the side chest, you know, man.
See, you talking about you ready to get back into it, right? Come on. Get Mike Eli to train you. You know what I'm saying? Get back on stage one more time. Get that feeling, you know?
I remember these days with the judges, quarter turn to your left, quarter turn to your right, give me your best side tricep, give me your best, you know.
They still do the same thing, yes, they still do the same thing.
Ooh, and them lights, I felt like a biscuit under a hot lamp, like at McDonald's or something. Them lights is so hot on that stage.
You guys use a lot of energy when you're posing.
A lot of energy.
Yeah.
You're
and then
sweating
and you're already dehydrated, so.
And then some people and then the tans, the one with that spray on tan, you can see the lines from them sweating like a trail going down.
Exactly. Yeah, so they still do all of that, you know, tanning.
Got somebody with the spray on in the back.
Yes. Back then, did you guys get spray tan the day before as well?
Nope, they wasn't doing that. There's one in the bottle. You had to wipe it on you at the time.
Oh no, it's so much different now.
Yeah, it is different now. Yeah.
You usually check-in days, usually the day before the actual show, and then you get your first coat, and then you get your second coat on show day behind stage. You know, in the tanning room. You know, they have a tanning room. Yeah. So but yeah, you gotta get that tan though. You gotta get that tan. People like, y'all got tan? Yeah. You gotta get tan.
And I tell people, see, it's the difference between you can't have too much oil on either.
Oh no, you gotta have just the right amount.
Yep.
And they'll glaze. Well, they call it glazing now. They'll glaze you down. They do that backstage as well. You don't have to do it yourself, or your coach can do it, whoever. But they'll glaze you.
Because I know you used to have somebody that comes with you, you know, help you out back there.
Oh no, they have a whole team now of tanners. You know, they have different companies, depending on what show it is, and then they do all of that. But of course, at a cost. You know, it's a cost. You know, so. But it's all worth it if that's what you love to do, and I love to do it. You know, I don't care how much I'm spending. I love it. You know.
Yeah, those were the days, man.
So we'll see you back on stage soon, right? Give you about a year.
I sound like I'm 100 years old.
No.
Those were the days.
No, get on back out there. You know. I see you light up when you talk about it, so you gotta, you know.
Yeah, boy.
Get back out there and try it again.
Ooh, wait, 'cause I used to have stacks of Muscles of Fitness magazines. like stacks of them.
I had a lot of muscle and fitness magazines too.
But see, like I say, my injuries had just went downhill. Then I got the tip of my finger
Okay.
cut off too, and you can't grip them dumbbells like you
used to.
Yeah, that's another thing, man. I'm like,
well, you know they have those 1 reps.
yeah, but I don't like
You don't
using
like
reps.
those? Okay. You like, okay.
Yep.
Yeah, some people they're not comfortable using reps, you know. Okay. Okay.
I tried them out a couple times.
Didn't feel
100
right.
years ago.
Okay. Okay.
Yep. But man, you know, you need every and the one of them is just a tip part, you know, with a nail part, you know. But that's why God gave us that little extra, because just the littlest thing gone, you notice.
Yeah, it makes a difference.
Yeah, it makes a
a
big difference.
Yes.
I see some people with a lot of them going way down here. I'm like, oh,
Okay.
ooh, I know you haven't struggled. I know you struggled on that one, man.
Wow.
Just a little bit, just a tip of mine's gone, and it's like it's a big difference trying to hold them dumbbells.
Wow. But not so much the bar.
No, because I, you know, just
Up under.
Yep.
Yeah.
But I always, you know, like I say, when I'm doing shrugs, I grab the 100-pound dumbbells and just do some, or the 110, or the 120s and just do shrugs.
Okay.
That's the only thing I go heavy with.
Okay.
Everything else, no, I don't mess with nothing heavy.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you say you belong what gym? Old school?
Old school iron.
Okay. Okay.
Yep.
I visited that gym maybe about 3 times. I had to come back over there and visit again.
Yeah. And it's different. So it's probably been a while since you've been there, right?
About 3, 4 years.
Oh yeah, it's much different now.
Last time I wore, there's another side of the gym was just open with turf. Where they have the
it's 2
tire.
sides. It's 2 sides now.
Oh, it's 2 sides? Oh, okay.
And then you got another room for like just for the trainers and stuff, 'cause when they train you privately, you know, in there. But the trainers be all over the gym. But I'm just saying that there's another room, you know. But they got a little code, you know, they use to go in they little.
Oh, I see.
But yeah, he got that whole. It goes all the way back now.
Yeah. I keep going back and forth. Like, do you want to fight with the traffic to go over there? You know, sometimes you want to switch it up. You know, or just find a new gym altogether.
And then
a new home gym.
And that's true. And then I love that gym though. I love it. And then for you know 50, 51, 52 and up, it's much cheaper. Senior citizen discount.
She didn't tell me that.
Yeah, it's
oh, the 50 cents and you get a senior citizen discount? Get out of here. Stop.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a big difference.
Stop telling that.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like, okay.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, I will inquire about that.
So it's basically not really paying anything. I mean, it's cheap. It's good.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
I think they open like 5 in the morning.
Your King's open at 5
10
in the
at
morning.
night.
Yep, about the same.
Yeah.
About the same.
And they open every single day. Every single day.
No excuse to not get in the gym, right? And get a workout in. Yeah.
And it's never too crowded. And
it's pretty big too.
Yeah, it's big. Yeah. Yeah.
It's pretty big.
I like it. And then they just put this back room back there too as well, where I'll call it the cold plunge. And you get sitting all that ice and all that
they have
water.
that.
Yeah.
Definitely for the bodybuilders.
Man, I'm not about to.
No, I don't think I want to sit in a tub full of what, ice?
Yeah.
No.
Like when you see what Kevin Hart be doing, all that sitting in that thing. I'm not about to ever
Yeah,
do nothing
I
like
want that.
They say never, but no, I'm saying never.
Right.
I could easily say that. No way.
Yeah, that's what's up. But I definitely will come over to old school to visit again. You know, never know. Might join. I don't know.
Yeah. I love that gym because it's not too many. You can count it on one hand and not all the fingers. Hardcore gym. They ain't around
Those
no
only
more.
two that I know of.
Yeah.
Kings and Old School.
Oh,
Those are the only
yeah.
two that I know of. You know.
It used to be more,
Mhm.
but not no more.
Yeah.
Not no more. No, I can't be going to all this roll out the red carpet kind of gyms, you know, and the equipment, the weights, and everything got a lot to do with it too because
It's so much different.
Yeah.
It's so much different from the old school gyms.
and that's when you can tell
Mhm.
the owner. I don't care
And
who
then your
own it.
workout is way different too,
Mhm.
especially if you, like you and I, bodybuilders, and you know, and then you go to roll out the red carpet type of gym or you know commercial gym. It's so much different.
So much different.
Yeah, the equipment is it's just not the same.
And your old school iron, you got so many celebrities that works out there. You know, you be working out right beside a celebrity that won't even know it. Then you got a lot of Cleveland Browns wives and stuff be working out. I mean, you got some of everybody work out there.
Okay.
Then you always got, you know, the old school pro bodybuilders always coming through there. You know, and you know, Mike, Big Mike, he know all of them. You know,
Okay.
so they all be coming through this, and that's why I was talking to old school Tom Platz. You know, had the biggest legs in all bodybuilding history. You know, back in the day. Tom Platz still got it. You know, and I'm like, dude, how old are you? You know, he's back in Arnold time. You know, competition.
Right.
Wow. But I do want to say Lee Haney is one of the coolest guys, man. I remember we was at the Ohio Governor's Cup. He was a guest poser.
He's still competing. No,
No,
he's not
he ain't competing no more.
right,
No. Yeah, he left to know. This is what I don't understand, and I will never understand. I'm not about to work out that hard all my life and turn around and just lose it all. Like I ain't never. You work so hard. I understand you retired, but come on,
Just let it go.
just let it go. I'm like, I can't do that. I gotta have something. I gotta have something left. You know, you work too hard for that.
He probably was going through something.
If you notice a lot of them do that, I'm like, man,
It's easy to do.
I don't care if you get little as this. You better have some shape. You better have some calves. You better have a bicep. You better have some shape. You better shoulder. I don't care if they little, but don't just stop.
Yeah.
Man, that's one of the biggest things I don't like.
Yeah, like I said, they probably was going through something. Who knows? Who knows?
Yeah. But I'm gonna tell you this though.
Or they lost the passion for it. You never know, you know?
The injuries I went through, because I remember, like I say, for my my ACL, now I had a cast from my hip all the way down to my feet. I couldn't wear a shoe. I'm on crutches. At the time, the gym was on the Rain Road. So they had an upstairs and downstairs, and the downstairs was steep down there. Didn't that stop me from working out. Now, when I had to go bench, I sit on the stairs
It's like,
one by one. Have my crutches on this side, one by one. Once I get down there, put my crutches up, crutch over to the bench. I had somebody to put the weight on for me because, you know, I can't put no pressure on that, you know. But,
you was going to get it in.
yeah, I
get
get
it
on
no
there.
matter
I
what.
kick this leg way out there with the, they get up, man. I'm like, ain't nothing stopping me.
Stop you, yeah.
So if you can see them videos with them people with no legs, just in a wheelchair, and they tie themselves into a pull-ups, like tire flipping with no leg, what excuse do we have? None. None.
You know, we lazy. We lazy. So We got to get out of that, So, you know, like I said, that's that it takes a lot of discipline, a lot of it, and mindset. And if you don't have it, I don't know, be hard to get, And that's with all areas of your life. You got to have discipline. If you don't have it,
you just don't have it.
You don't have it. It's not gonna work.
Like I say, some of them just got tired. Yeah, like I say, some of them got tired of it. That's on the road 24/7. Because it is expensive. But them guys got sponsors and everything. But again, they get tired of it all they like. They just, I guess to them, because we have never been in their shoes, far as career. That was on day only. So that's a job.
It's a job. It's their job.
Yeah, so I guess retiring, it's like, okay, I'm just gonna sit back, enjoy life, sit on this couch and eat, so.
Exactly.
Yeah. There's, you wanna give me any shout outs?
Of course. Shout out, my coach, her name is D. Jackson. Coach, she was my friend before she was my coach, so, love her like a sister. Shout out to my trainer, Mark Hale. Hey, Mark, what's up? That's about it.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
You know my friend, Erica Johnson.
I do know Erica.
Yeah.
I do, yeah. We actually competed in a show together.
Okay.
Yep.
I always told her, I said, this was before she started competing. I used to always say, man, why could she got good genetics. I said, why don't you compete? You need to compete. And I said, girl, you would kill something on stage.
I think she only competed just once, though.
I think so. Yeah. Once or twice or something like that. But
yeah, maybe twice. But
I was like, girl, you need to.
Yeah.
Because she used to always tell me, I can do everything a guy can do. I can do everything, and then, ride the bikes, and that's just everything, and she brought her little Harley. I remember when she brought her little Harley.
Okay.
And I'm like.
She was that tomboy,
yeah,
too, right?
But she was like, I do everything a guy can do. I said, okay. And then when I sang, she was like, I'm competing. I said, what? I said, cool.
Good. Yep.
Cool.
Yep, we did. We competed in a show together. It was cool.
That's what's up. Yeah, because I seen on your some of your pictures, I'm like, Erica, okay.
Yep.
That's what's up.
Yep. I think we were competing as bikini competitors. Yep. That's where it started. I think she competed. I had already did a show or two before she did the show, I think. And it was fun. Yep. That picture pops up on my memories, every year.
Yeah, because I think she gave you a shout out, like, thank you for, if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be competing, something like that. The reason why I started competing. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that was real nice.
Yeah. Oh, Erica.
Yeah. She invited me to a housewarming too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't make it though.
She invited me too.
Yeah.
I couldn't make it either.
Yeah.
Yep.
But I told her about coming on the show. She was like, just let her know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, she good people.
Small
good
world.
People.
Yeah.
It is.
Small world, but a big world.
Mm-hmm.
So you a trainer too?
I am personal trainer. Yes.
Yeah.
I started personal training in 2017, something like that. Yeah.
So how can people get in touch with you?
You can go to my Instagram page.
Okay.
IFBB Pro Kris Fit to train.
All right. That's what's happening.
Just hit me up, DM me.
DM me, yeah.
Leave me a message. Only if you're serious, though.
Right. I heard that.
Only if you're serious.
Only if you're serious.
Yes.
Don't you waste my time. But I want to thank you for coming down and being on the show.
Welcome. You're welcome.
Mm-hmm.
It was a pleasure.
Yeah, and you're always welcome back. Now you see, you welcome back.
Okay.
Yeah.
I appreciate the invite.
Yeah, like I said, I appreciate you. You know, I remember me asking you for the first time and the second time. Okay, let me come on down.
I
You
know.
know.
I said, let me do this.
Hmm.
Let me do this.
See,
You
it's
know,
a piece of cake.
I won't say all that.
Yeah.
I won't say all of that. I guess, if I can get it up in front of a lot of people wearing a two-piece bikini competing, this is nothing, right?
Yeah. This is nothing.
This is nothing.
Sure. Who knows? Maybe next time you could bring somebody, somebody trained or like exhibit, like like somebody posing or whatever, stuff like that. Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Decisive. You got anything over there you wanna you wanna add or you wanna ask or?
Yeah, I just want to take a minute to remind everybody that if you know a family member or a friend who's been affected by violence, know that violence can affect all parts of your life, sometimes in the way you eat, sleep. It causes you to lose focus, for anger, afraid, or even use drugs or drinking as a way to escape. But we're here to tell you that violence doesn't have to keep hurting, and you can change your life starting now with help from the Trauma Recovery Center. We want you to take control of your life. Today can be the day. The Trauma Recovery Center offers real help for real needs in real time. They offer services for food, clothes, safety, emotional support, and a whole lot more. So do not let violence control you. You can break free, and TRC can help. If you're listening, the number, and if you're watching, the number's on the screen, 216-644-5487. They will come to you wherever they are. They are free, 24/7, and confidential. They can give you the tools to rebuild your life and your health. Call today, 216-644-5487. The Trauma Recovery Center of Northeast Ohio, also affiliated with the Center for Families and Children. And finally, we just want to thank you for tuning in to another great episode of the Solomon Paulk Radio Show. Here on your station, where we don't bring the static, but we sure enough bring the noise, nostaticradio.net. Make sure you check us out on social media, where we absolutely love to hear from you, on Facebook.com/NoStaticRadio LLC, on X, formerly known as Twitter, at NoStatic_radio, on Instagram at TheReal_NoStaticRadio, on YouTube at NoStaticRadio, as well as our newest platform, Discover.tv. For replays of this show and all others on the platform, please make sure you check us out on Mixer or Mixcloud.com. Just type in No Static Radio on the toolbar for replays of this show and all others. And for continuous streaming uninterrupted, that means no professional page. We just sit back and let it do its own thing at TuneIn.com, LiveOnlineRadio.net, or MediaQ for continuous coverage, for continuous streaming of this show and all others. And we'd just like to thank you once again for tuning in to the Solomon Paulk Radio Show. We'd like to thank the IFBB Pro Kris in the house. Thank you so much for coming. And you know what it is, you guys. We got more music for your listening pleasure here on your voice of the revolution on staticradio.net. Powered by Google, partnered with Colors, and sponsored by Lamont Avenue Wines, the Cleveland Rugby League, designed me exclusively. I cannot forget the dedicated senior medical centers, where care is their first priority. So if you're 55 and over, to make sure you check them out. They have so much more than medical, and it's really all about saving lives and getting you well. Also, our newest partner, would like to welcome the Northeast Ohio Black Health Coalition, where they're here to educate, advocate, and empower, spearheaded by Yavanka Hall and her son Samario Hall Ford. Black Health Coalition. Check them out at www.blackhealthcoalitionorganization.org, you guys. Thank you once again. And you know what it is. We'll see you later. Peace.
Peace.
That was a lot of information.